Because our...
Okay, so where were we? Okay, so welcome to the stream. I am No One Gaming. I am doing Murkmire. Gonna try to make do as much as I have time for during an ESO Plus event. It is only tomorrow and parts of Sunday left, so
This is the Uzith, the nest where our eggs are cared for. The egg tenders take every care to ensure that our offspring are healthy and safe.
Can you do this another time, Iskanaz? We're already behind. It's premature for a tour. We still have a lot of preparations to make.
the breadthroats are known for their egg tending.
True. We're also known for our social savvy, so quit trying to blow bubbles up my bog and tell me why you're here. That busybody, Iskanaz, ask you to spy on us now? I swear he'll go running to the tree minder over the littlest thing.
Actually, it was a tree minder. Something is upsetting the hists. She said the eggs are suffering.
What? No, that's not true. Look for yourself. These eggs are as healthy as any I've ever seen.
What about the empty nest beds?
They return to the hist. It happens to a few eggs in almost every clutch. Sometimes the hist just doesn't believe it's time for a soul to return. The hist takes them back and we focus our efforts on nurturing those intended to hatch.
So there's been nothing abnormal, nothing at all.
No! I can't believe even the tree minder is being paranoid about the upcoming bonding ritual. These eggs are going to shine like gems when the envoys arrive. If everyone would stop fussing over us.
I'll let you get back to work.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Are you alright?
It's nothing. I'm just upset from an argument earlier. Forgive me.
I thought I saw you when I arrived, the commotion over the dead stranger.
I just felt so sorry for him. The idea of leaving him to rot. I'm sorry. Can we talk about something else?
Has there been anything else strange going on around here?
No. Why would you think there's something wrong?
The tree minder believes there's something wrong with the eggs. They're suffering.
What? No. No, 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 no. That can't be. It can't. I have to go.
Wait,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
In time today.
Oh my. Hasara. She's not still angry with me, is she?
I found more dragon thorn in that empty egg bed.
The empty nest. Those eggs were returned to the Hist. Were the eggs poisoned, or was the poisoner's intent to harm the Hist? This is terrible.
We don't know for certain, but there is a connection here. Where is this trail leading?
You are right, of course. Let me think. Think. This dragonthorn looks fresh, so it must have been picked recently. We cultivate ours in a small glade near to the village. That would be the easiest place to gather this much of the herb.
It's worth checking out. Whoever gathered the dragonthorn may have left something behind.
Forgive me, but I must report your findings to the tree minder. I will return to your side with all the swiftness of a strangler vine.
Alright, I'll head to the glade myself.
The glade is not far. I will meet you there as soon as I can. Biko, I would be lying if I said this is unexpected. Welcome to my home, Brightthroat Village. Cozier than Lilmuth, I think. What brings you? Let me hazard a guess.
I need to find the remnant Zargan.
Of course you do. This matter of the remnant, you must understand, it is fragile as a marsh robin's egg. Even so, I trust your heart, and truthfully, we could use the help. Brightthroats are negotiators, not warriors, and war is brewing.
Thank you. How should we proceed?
All answers lie with the Hist. It is just a matter of hearing what it has to say. Chimemaker Shuvu can help us. Our Hist speaks through the wind, you see. Its words rustle through the boughs, and our chimes sing out its counsel. Poetic, right?
Where can I find this chimemaker Shuru?
Old Shuvu spends his time in the Glade of Chimes, to the west of the village. In my youth, I would spend all my time listening to the chimes. It is a very good place. If you go there now, I will join you.
Alright, let's find chimemaker Shuvu in the Glade of Chimes.
You will like Chimemaker Shuvu, I think. Very wise and very pleasant. Like one of your gray-muzzled bark dogs. Let's make our way to the glade.
Do you know much about the remnant personally?
The remnant. It is not a thing known, but a thing felt. Like rain on the shoulders, or a brief whiff of cinnamon grass. Difficult to explain to outsiders, I think.
Try me.
Ha, this is fair. When I was a hatchling, a very old Nahish elder told me a story about a lost tribe. One that lived far away in houses of stone. She did not speak about the remnant, but its name swelled in my heart. I do not know why.
Maybe this tribe knows something. Do you have any idea where they went?
My knowing tree is barren. Sorry, Biko. Better to learn these things together anyway. For you, at least. Just think, if I knew where the remnant was, I would probably have hidden it by now. Then you would never get to see it.
Tell me about the Glade of Chimes.
Is the name not clear? It is a glade. It is full of chimes. Some people think that the Hist speaks to us, just as I speak to you, using words, you see. We call this kahupwo, the mouth talk. Very rare, Biko. Most Hist speak without words. In Brightthroat Village, the Hist speaks through chime music.
Goodbye.
is that? Ha! Little Zucus, come to visit your old friend in the glade of chimes? He is always so busy now. I recall when he stood only as tall as the kepo grass. And you, blackguard slayer, what can this stiff-legged crafter do for you?
I need to ask your hist about the remnants of Argon.
Remnant of... My. This is no small question, Zuka's friend. Look around you. Each of these chimes sing out a tangle of melodies, but only one tangle. One chime speaks of eggs and hatching. Another jangles about death and journey's ends.
So I need a specific chime, one that speaks about the remnant.
Ah, the Ogel is clever, Zukas. Yes, my hands gave birth to every chime you hear. But the remnant, only one chime can sing its truth. One made by sun-blessed hands in an old time. Older than my egg mother's egg mother. A chime as old as our tribe.
Where is this chime?
Locked away, hidden under mud in lost memories. Understand, our exiles did not want this truth drifting free on the wind. But Zukas trusts you, so I will trust you. Go to the Wither Vault, claim the chime. We will learn its truth together.
Alright, I'll recover the chime from the Wither Vault.
The Wither Vault is well north of the village. I would guide you, but my knees grow stiff as kindling wood. Little Zukas can aid you, I have no doubt. Be warned, even bright throats who know the mire like their own scales face danger there.
So we've known Sukus for a long time.
Since before he hatched, I called him the Little Stump. He would plant himself at the foot of the listening tree and stare up at the branches, listening, always listening. I thought he might take my place one day.
Why didn't he?
You should ask him. Treeminder Pavu saw the old sap in Zukas. She made him a root herald, and his days grew short and lean like an underfed guar. Eventually, he had no time to listen anymore.
That bothers you?
All is as the Hist wishes it to be. One day, when he has grown old and thin like me, he may return to the glade. Until then, he does the tribe's work. There is no shame in that. None at all.
Goodbye. Okay, so
over here. Look, a body in our drying hut.
This year will be different. I've started chewing dragonstone like we used to in the old times. If I keep that up along with my tinctures for the months to come, I should be ready for the bonding. It it'll be me this year, I know it. I am so embarrassed. The dragonthorn is pungent. Pungent. It's made my breath sour, and the others have begun to notice. Even Mime seems reluctant to talk to me. I complained of having bad salamander, but I'm going to have to be more discreet in chewing my herbs. I feel like it's working. I think my scales and claws are looking shinier. That's a good sign, I think. My teeth are staining yellow though. I'm starting drinking brewed skull roots to clean my mouth. It tastes like death, but I think it'll help my teeth. Keenum accidentally took a sip of my skull root tea and nearly passed out. I had to work his watch at the exit, so I couldn't get out of the Dragonthorn patch until after get out to the Dragonthorn patch until after dark. I was approached in the dark by a woman whose scales were so pale, especially under the moonlight. I always screamed from fright, but she spoke warmly to me. She asked why I was picking Dragonthorn in the dark of night, and I don't know why, but I told her the truth. I don't know why I would admit such a thing to a stranger. Maybe it's because she's a stranger. There is no one in the village I can speak to about it without a look of impotent pity. I spoke to the stranger long into the night. We agreed to meet again. I've gotten so little sleep lately, but I can't help it. Rena Carl tells me she can only visit me in the night, and I spend all day thinking about seeing her again. She understands my pain, and it's such a relief to have someone who can listen. I don't feel the shame I do when the subject come up at home. Rena Carl is one of the Verkshiel, the ghost people. I never expected her to be so nice. The Brightthroats don't deal with them, not many tribes do. They are treated like pariahs because they take eggs, but it can't be helped. They can't bear clutches themselves, so they just sent them to find others. It's so sad. I talked to Rena Carl about the bonding. I suggested that maybe the Brightthroat could make an arrangement with the ghost people for bonding rights, so they wouldn't have to steal eggs anymore. She thanked me, but it was just out of politeness. I could see it in her eyes that she had little hope of our tribes becoming allies. She said our bond was a unique one it, and it will have to be enough. I didn't press the matter. I didn't want to become for her what my tribe had to become for me. I won't pity her. It's a sad day. It's always a sad day when we learn which eggs will return to the Hist. Why does the Hist choose some eggs over others? I understand the eggs are clearly unwell. We can't always predict which will go on to hatch and which will sink into the roots. I've always accepted that there is nothing we can do for them, but Rena Carl tells me that is not true. They can still be hatched. She offered to help me save them. If I can get the eggs to her, my tribe wouldn't even miss them. They've already given up on those children, but I won't. I care for them. They will be our children. I was supposed to work with Keenum again tonight, but I spiked his drink with scaldroot extract. I should be able to slip away with a few eggs throughout the night. It's terrifying to think about, but those eggs needs me. I won't give up because I'm scared. I did it. My skin was dry as dead bark when the morning came watched. When the morning watch came to relieve me. I told them that a few of the eggs returned to the hist that night, and that they just nodded and accepted it. I got a lump in my throat at how little the news bothered them. It took me hours to fall asleep. I thought that the tree mender would come and accuse me, but as I woke up for my next watch, everything was perfectly normal. Does the hist know what I've done? I've given Rena Kal nearly all the unfit eggs from our last clutch. There were so many when I think about it, such a waste. But not now. She told me that the egg I'd already brought her are safe in nest under the watch of her tribe, walk and doing well. She doesn't think it's wise for me to leave and see them just yet, better to wait until I've saved the last of the eggs. That shouldn't be much longer, I think. I can barely keep my quill steady when I think about it. My children are doing well, or so I'm told. I haven't been able to see my eggs yet. I'm reminded of their absence every day as I tend to the eggs in my village. I want to tend to my clutch. I am their mother. Is this how the other feels when we are raising their eggs? Rena calls tell me the clutch is nearly hatched. I told her I want to be there for it, but she says it's not the time. The bonding ritual is come again soon, and I won't be missed. I don't care though. The tribe can do without me, but not these eggs. They need me. I haven't seen Rena Call since we fought. I'm afraid she won't come back. If she doesn't, I don't know what I'll do. I don't know where to find her. I don't know where my children are. All I want to do is see them. The bright-throated woman grows increasingly agitated. I don't know how much longer her trust in me will keep her in check. Wait for Haksara at the Dragglade of Dragonthorn near Brightroad village and silence her before she decides to confess.
He's really dead. He looks to be Vishkalil. You can never be certain with the ghost people. What happened here? That dead man is one of the Vishkalil, the ghost people tribe. Are they responsible for our troubles?
This Vishkalil was sent to kill Haksara.
Who would want to kill Hasura? That makes no sense. And who killed the Vishkalil? Don't tell me you think Hasura killed this Ojel. She averts her gaze from our cook fires for pity of the creatures on the spits. She could never have done this.
Look for yourself. She was definitely here and definitely involved with the Vishkalil.
As mud is my mother, it's true. How could she? Giving our eggs to the Vishkalil of all people. I don't care if they were not meant to hatch. The ghost people should never have been allowed to lay a hand on our eggs. We must tell Pavu.
What about Haksara?
What about Hasura? Let the Vishkalil take her for what she's done. I'm sorry. I did not mean that. They'll kill her, or worse. Hasura will have to face judgment for her actions, but it should be the tribe's judgment. You hear that?
Someone's coming.
Hasura, is that you? It's alive. Don't let it get me. Oh. Another of these twisted branches dies among our roots. This is no coincidence. These things must be the work of the Vishkalil, sent to poison our hist with their corruption.
Who are the Vishkalil?
The Ghost People tribe. They make their home in the lightless corners of the deep swamp. Vishkalil only leave their lands to creep through the night and steal the dead.
They steal the dead?
Even the brutal Roothouse people will return Saxleel dead to their tribes, so they may return to the Hist. Not the Ghost People. They keep those lost souls for themselves, burying the bodies in the roots of their Hist. Or worse.
Worse how?
Profaning them in strange rituals that keep souls from the Hist, or giving the dead legs to wander through the murk as dreadful watchmen. They mean to poison the whole village and steal our dead. We must find where these monstrosities come from.
That one lost nearly all its scales. It has to have left them somewhere.
We mustn't let this trail go cold. This may be our only chance to find the vile den of the Vishkalil before they unleash more foulness upon us.
We still don't know what happened to Hashara.
All the more reason to keep on the path before us. She may have bested the attacker we found, but perhaps there were others. The only thing certain is that she will not be safe until the Vishkalil are dealt with.
Alright, let's go.
Just looking at these scales make me itch. Please, let it be my imagination. This keeps getting worse and worse. If anyone were to discover that we lost eggs to the Vishkalil, we'd never be trusted again. This might be working. This might be working. They have an odd, familiar scent. I can't place it. Ugh, that smell. We must be near the Blight Bog somewhere. Of course, this is where the Vishkalil would make their home.